So my steamer went kaput, and I have all day today to do stuff. My friend is coming over this weekend to help me, and all the stuff that I would like her to do, I can do today, but then what is she going to do when she's here on Saturday? So this is a conundrum because I do not have my steamer. It won't heat up the water anymore, and they said to descale it, and I went and bought some descaler, and still nothing. So I ordered a new one. That should get here Friday. All of my stuff to repair should be here today, but I really wanted the entire wall cleaned off of wallpaper so I could just do bam, 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 get all the repairs done at once, which I'm kind of leaning towards, although that one wall was pretty precarious. Because yesterday, when you repair plaster, you have to make the cracks bigger, and then clean out any debris. So I started that, and on that big section, I didn't do all of it, because I wanna secure that because that's the loosest, and then work on the other part that's bowing. So today, what I plan on doing is working on getting the paint off of the trim. I wasn't planning on doing that at this stage, but this is what I have time for. So I'm going to do that. I checked last night, it is not lead, so I can easily use the heat gun and try to get that up. And then I'm going to clean up in here a little bit so they can get in to do the laundry. And then I don't know what else I'm going to do. I can finish, last night I finished putting up shelf liners and cleaning the vent hood under the stove, which was really grody, and I cleaned the stove. But I don't know what else I'm going to do, because I have all day, and I was really looking forward today to getting cracking on the wallpaper, and now we can't do that. So yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. I hope the thing gets here on Friday so that at least Saturday we can start doing it. I still haven't made up my mind about the master bedroom. I was going to get quotes. I found a guy. He's really wishy-washy. He won't call me. He won't text. He won't want to come out here. The boiler guy gave me a number, so I'm going to text him probably this weekend. I just don't feel like talking to people right now. I'm feeling really anxious, and part of that is my heart rate was really high yesterday, so it was good that I just chilled because it was like 130 to 140 standing, and so I was like, well, it's good I'm not working today doing stuff I couldn't anyway if I wanted to. So that's where we're at. This is the conundrum of what to do today because I can't work on the wallpaper. So we'll see. All right, I'm off to the side. We're gonna get going on doing the trim. I took a scraper and just scraped off the loose, quite a bit loose. So even if I wanted to paint this white again, I couldn't because I'd have to get the white paint off to start because this is gonna show up and it's gonna look like poop. I don't want it white, I want the wood. This is beautiful, it's a reddish, orangish kind of color. It's gorgeous, gorgeous. So I've got gloves because we're dealing with heat. I don't want to burn myself. I also have this in my my heat gun that I bought came with a bunch of different tools like this to scrape. And then I also was recommended to get one of these. So I got a couple different tools and just the heat gun. And looking online, there's not a lot of directions as far as how high to heat, all of that stuff, other than you gotta be really slow and methodical. So let's give this a whirl. have my heat gun at 5. It's working pretty good. I just had a thought, since the carpet's been pretty good shape, I should probably put a tarp or something down to catch the sticky stuff that's coming off. I also wanted to mention I have a fire extinguisher too. This is heat, this is wood, who knows? And so I do have a fire extinguisher handy as well. So I'm going to cover up the floor just because I don't want to get the sticky stuff on the floor. You should see my floor. It's pretty gross right now, but that's just like wallpaper and plaster right now on the floor. I forgot to pack my shop back. Like, I forgot. It's a huge thing. I forgot it. I gotta remember to bring it next time I go down. So let me cover my floor. Okay, floor's covered. I don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna have my heat gun. This is an enter twist. I have it at 5. I don't know. That's what I'm doing it at. Gosh, these gloves make it hard to do stuff. I had to figure out what I'm going to do with all this grossy stuff. Where I'm going to put it. And so then after I get all the paint off, I'm going to have to sand it a little bit. And then restain or seal it somehow. I'm not going to do the actual window part. I'm going to do just the frame and the sill. I'm probably going to be replacing these windows, hopefully. So yeah, this is more of the same today. This is what we're going to be doing. So all right, it's been an hour. It's time for me to take a break. And this is, I think we're making pretty good progress. I did sand there just because I wanted to see what it would look like if everything was going to come off. I don't know what that white spot is. I can't get it off. I also did over here, around the corner, up. So pretty good progress. Only thing is it's very sticky, and then I have to keep wiping my thing off on this ledge, so I don't know what I'm going to do when I don't have the ledge. But yeah, so coming along really nicely. Like I said, it's been an hour. I'm going to check my pulse ox and my blood pressure and make sure all that is still going strong and in a good range. But I want to show you this is after an hour. Looking good. Taking my rest. Usually what I do is I put my feet up for at least 20 minutes like that. Try to get the blood back to my heart. But I don't know if you can see. I see the wall is bowing a bit here in the dining room where I'm at. So that is going to have to be repaired. So I am going to become a plaster repair expert, I think, by the time I'm finished with this house. But I just wanted to let you know kind of what I do for break. I lay on the floor flat, either completely flat, but usually I just put my feet up like this to try to get the fluid and the blood and everything back to my heart. For whatever reason, my sensors, because you have sensors in your lower legs, have decided not to work, have gotten damaged, whatever the case may be. And so it doesn't tell my body to put the fluid back up towards my brain. And that's why I get a high heart rate, because my body's trying to overcompensate. They're saying, oh shoot, your blood levels are low, we need to kick up your heart. And then that's why my blood pressure is low, because all the fluid's in my lower half of my body. So yeah, so I try to sit here for about 20 minutes to 30 minutes with my feet up, and then I lay flat for a little bit before I stand up, just in case so I don't get dizzy and pass out and that kind of thing. But I wanted to kind of give you guys an idea what I do for break time, and that's what I do for break time. Because normally, my normal everyday life, I'm mostly sitting with my feet up from day to day. If I'm sitting, I don't sit like in a regular chair a lot of times. I usually sit with my feet up. I have a really cool sectional with a recliner, and I sit on that a lot with my feet up. So, but yeah, I was just sitting here looking at the ceiling, and I'm like, we gotta fix that. The dining room is gonna be low priority. I think for the house, I think what we're gonna do after I get the living room, craft room, and bedroom done, I really want to get the kitchen done, like really want to get that done. Just because I cook a lot, I'm in the kitchen a lot. I like the kitchen. Either that or the dining room, either or. Those will be my next two spaces, and then so it'll be the kitchen, the dining room, and then the little bathroom here, or the dining room, kitchen, and the little bathroom. These three rooms are going to be the next ones after I move in, and I'm going to tackle. I think for sure. Because I have to get my guest room. Guest room is first after I move in, and then one of these three rooms. Gonna think about it. Alright, it's almost 5 o'clock, and I am done stripping the paint. I couldn't get the top that wouldn't blister off for some reason. Same thing with the underside of the ledge. I don't know why, it will not bubble off. So we are left with this. I did order a stain color, so I hope it looks good. So just so you know, I did have a mask on, so the fumes, I wasn't breathing in the fumes, and I did have the front door open, so there was air ventilation in here. We don't want to get sick. So I gotta sand it. In here is probably gonna have to be done by hand, because you can take off the shape of the wood, and I just have that big bulky sander, so I'm probably gonna have to do this by hand, which is gonna be a pain in the butt, but it's gonna be worth it. This looks so much better than that white. Let me back up a little bit. Than the white paint. So I am excited. I got all that stripped, and that's what I wanted to do today. I'm gonna have some dinner, and then I'm gonna think about maybe starting to sand so that we can seal it up when I get the stain. So, morning YouTube. It's Saturday. My friend Rachel came and helped me with the house. She got the kitchen all straight for me, which I'm so grateful for. I can start getting the kitchen put together. But anyway, I got my new steamer going, and I got all of this taken off. The new steamer actually works probably better than the old one. I still have to get up by the trim up here. I want to get the smaller head for the steamer to do that. We got all that done, and then I also worked on the window a little bit more. And so right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get the trim or the wallpaper around the window off, because I don't want the water getting on the exposed wood. And then I'll finish getting the trim done hopefully today, but that's asking a lot. I did get all of the bottom, and there's just a few pieces that are stuck. So I do have some chemical stripper, and I might have to use that on some of these spots that are not coming up with the sander. But yeah, so that's where we're at right now. Saturday, so I want to start taking the wallpaper off around the trim, and then start working on the trim and hopefully getting it stained today so it's protected. Stain today, and then tomorrow I can add the wax. so the wax protectant. So that's where we're at, and we'll get going. Alright, so I'm using something called a citrus strip to strip the paint that's not coming off, and some of the other stuff that's not coming off. So I've got it, you know, taped down, which was a struggle for some reason. The tape's not sticking to the plaster. I don't know why. And then I also got all of that taken out and finished all of that up there. So we're gonna let the citrus strip sit for 30 minutes. It can go on stuff for up to 24 hours. It's already working on the underside of the ledge, so that's really good. And we'll try to get most of this white paint off. I know I'm not gonna get all of it, and I'm okay with that. I just want to, when I put the stain on, that it'll look good. So that's where we're at. Hey YouTube, it's me. So I tried doing the paint stripper on it, and it's just making a big freaking mess. Not really taking up anything. Smearing everything all over the place. I got mineral spirits because you're supposed to use mineral spirits to stop the process of the paint stripper. I ended up spilling it all over. Thank God I had the tarp down, but now it stinks in here. Got the door, both doors open, front and back. It's just a mess, and I'm very frustrated. So I think I've stopped. I've rubbed down all of the trim with the mineral spirits to stop this paint stripping process, I guess. And then I'm just gonna have to sand tomorrow. I'm gonna have to let this really dry really well. So I'm just gonna be working on the wallpaper because that has to be done. Yeah, I can't do anything right now while this is a big mess. I got a huge jug of mineral spirits. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling weak today. I think that's what happened. So, yeah. This is where we are at in life. It smells in here. Yeah. But I did have the contractors come out. One guy named is Bill. I don't know who the other guy was. He didn't introduce himself. They're talking about just putting drywall up over the plaster, which is a cheaper and easier option. So he's going to get me a quote for that, and then he's going to help fix the dryer. They didn't notice anything with the tub upstairs being a leak, so I just have to pay attention to that and go from there. And I gave him the list of everything else that I need done. So this is where we are at. So I think it was a good day. I hope it's not terribly expensive to do that upstairs. They're going to fix the electrical, close up the windows, all that kind of stuff. So we are going to see what happens. I think I found another type of wallpaper under the brown wallpaper. Kind of an interesting pattern. So I wanted to show that, and then I also want to explain what's going on with the ceiling. So they put this white piece just over the wallpaper. Now I can take the white piece off and get all the wallpaper off, which I'm not going to do. So eventually, most of it I got completely off. But eventually what I'm going to have to do is take and sand that down so it's not fuzzy. And then, and then also there's a lot of gaps. So I'm going to have to fill in those gaps before I paint. So I figured while I'm up here, I would show you guys the other wallpaper that I found, and then just kind of explain, like, this has been a big pain in the butt to try to get this out because it's tucked under there. So eventually, like I said, I'm gonna have to sand. Then I did some research on the window. This will focus. It's not gonna focus. The mineral spirits shouldn't damage. Let me get down. Okay. The mineral spirits shouldn't damage the wood at all. They use mineral spirits to clean off the wood before they put new stain on. So it should be okay. So this is what we're kind of dealing with right now. The paint thinner, peeler, whatever you want to call it, stripper, just kind of made it all smeared. It smeared it all. So I'm going to have to do another little bit of sanding. I've gotten this wall done, pretty much. I'm working on the last little bit, and then I'm going to go to bed. And then this wall is completely done, even by the ceiling. Over here, I'm going to have to do up by the ceiling a little bit better with the smaller attachment to the steamer. And then I've got this little bit, and then this wall, and then wallpaper is done on this room anyway. And then it'll be time for repair, time to take off the rest of the paint, which is a huge job, and go from there. So that's kind of where we're at tonight. I just wanted to show you guys. This wall is the worst wall. Actually, up by the ceiling is not bad. I thought it was going to be pretty bad up there. It is not bad at all. It's mostly down here that's the issue, and then the other side of the window is a bit of an issue. So just wanted to show you that. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.